Okay, good morning. We are happy to have you here today. So you have 5 minutes per presentation. Then jury will ask you questions. For jury, we will do like a very short one-sentence introduction for everyone. So I'm from Acoustic Technologies, you can say, but you will mostly evaluate and maybe say a little good wishes to students, you know, something to make them brave and encourage them.
Hello everyone, I'm Anna. So Matis and I'm from this technology mostly I'm working project these days together with Matis and Andrew in this space. I don't know. I probably will this book. I'll probably just look if you have good presentation skills or well-designed presentations, and you can present your team. Maybe I will focus less on the business and revenue side. Yeah. But I'm happy that everyone is ready finally, and that we can start very soon. Yeah.
Let's go to Enrico.
Hello, my name is Enrico. So Matti invited me because I'm a little bit in building business. I'm making homes. It's called Lighthouse. If you want to look how they look, then you can check with the light and Doormuseum at lighthouse.lv. And the second thing that I'm doing, we are making a tourism way around Latvia, so I'm quite excited to see your products because maybe we can integrate them in Latvia. It's our walking project around Latvia. It's called 1836, and at the moment we're making homes for the people who are going around Latvia, and probably maybe some ideas could be nice to put there in this our project. So yeah. And just believe in your idea and be free, be happy, because the atmosphere here is nice and we're ready to listen to your ideas.
Very good, well done. Now Patrick.
Hello, I'm Patrick. I mostly work in AI, computer science, and on furniture design. So very separate things. So you can see a couple of objects here. The last furniture object right over tables. So, but yeah, most of the time, which makes it sound weird. I actually mostly work on AI, not really in furniture. So yeah.
And you're not some business.
So actually the AI made all these things.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and that's about it basically.
Okay. So, thank you, Patrick, and let's give a round to our jury panel. Maybe you
I might evaluate you, but I know you for the whole semester, so it's a little different. So then you can welcome the
first team.
I will help with
Let's give them a round of encouraging applause. We have 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer so you can see how much time is left.
Here we go. Here's the rock.
Oh wow, nice. Well done. This is, I'm impressed. I did not expect that.
Are we ready? You have a presentation. Very nice. Timer is here. I will start it.
So, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are feeling great today. My name is Alex and I will be presenting the final project for the Alpha team. But first, a little interaction. So, I want you to take one hand and cover tightly one of your eyes. Try to look around at each other, at me, at all your other body parts. What your covered eye is now seeing is how blind people's vision works. It's not a darkness or a black screen, it's nothingness. It's an emptiness that cannot even be described with a color or words. So realizing this harsh reality in which visually impaired people face everyday challenges, we decided to create a product that has the possibility to change their lives. The main problem, navigation system in Latvia for visually impaired people is poorly developed. There are 20,000 such people living in Latvia, with the majority living in Riga. Our suggestion is tactile navigation system with expanded symbol library. Those options are available for both urban and nature environments. The mock-up was created for the visual representation on your tables. Our product idea corresponds with the increased want of the accessibility and nature tourism in the market, because inclusivity is a standard requirement for all of the modern designs in our market. The main material for our product is polyurethane. In our texture library, we already have 6 different tiles with 2 types of bases, allowing to integrate those tiles both in hard surfaces and earthy terrain. The approximate price for one tile is going to be $370, and the price for a one big project, 30,000 euros. So based on that, our plan for the next year is going to be a profit of 50,000 euros, and for the third year is going to be 100,000 euros of profit. We already have a clear vision of the product, we have a plan. So our next milestone is securing the location. The location is Mira Street Quarter. The strategy is emphasis based on partnership with government institutions, while also collaborating with universities, parks, and events. Sotintegra is the main competitor in the market. They're providing different kinds of tools to help blind people, but our advantage is that we're also making nature available for the blind people. The Alpha team consists of 3 key members. Besides me, there are 2 wonderful colleagues that today are also present in the room, Anna and Arturs, but we're also looking forward to get other part of the team to move forward our creative force. The plan for the 2026 is improving the product and launching to the market. The second year is scaling inside Latvia, and the third year making impact outside our home country. And the last thing is funding. Our company is seeking 75,000 euros to start its full-on operations. The main goal for us is to make navigation accessible for everybody without the expensive technology. Now I can ask your questions.
We have 5 minutes for jury questions. Who you want to start?
Can I ask, so what is the material made of? Is it from concrete or you said from...
No, it's a polyurethane, it's a polymer.
Isn't it slippy in the wintertime when you...
Yeah. No, the base material is sleepy, but the texture of the final product is going to be slippery resistant.
Okay.
So it could be usable both like in nature where it's all a lot of moist.
Okay, why didn't you, let's say, check about the concrete options, because maybe it could be more cheaper to make it as a bridge, for example. I don't know the word, but like because it looks to me it's very so the idea is very nice, very good, and so maybe there are some other material options that you can choose between these styles. So not only one, this is good. This polyurethane, you can it's a renewable material. But you can also see some concrete, or maybe, okay, not wood, but just some other materials to have some price comparison.
We were thinking about that, and because we already have some practice with working with this kind of materials, with plastics. From the start of our production, we wanted to work with one, and after that continue with developing all other options.
Okay, great.
Thank you. At the moment, I don't have many questions, also because of the previous times. It was it's much clearer, like as a business model. Now it's very
And at the moment in Latvia, there is not such a infrastructure for blind people at the moment.
We have Sotintegra, but they're providing only tactile tiles for urban environments and some kind of inclusive events when they're trying to teach people how to work with blind people. We want to take all parts of Latvia because also the nature of Latvia is really beautiful. We want to make blind people to feel it, how beautiful the nature of Latvia could be.
Great, good luck.
I have a question. Thank you for the presentation, very well done. Is there a certification like that's, for example, like is the rain pattern known for the blind people? already? Because I know that like in the city they would have like the dots or the straight lines and they will understand what is that.
Mhm.
But in the nature, if you choose different patterns, is there a thing that like a global thing that they know already what is it?
That's one of the challenges that we're facing because we need to expand the whole simple library. Right now, blind people only know how to use dots and lines, so we want to make some information points or booklets where blind people could learn all other possibilities, how can they discover the world. But before that, we need to take the concept of our textures, talk to some professionals who already know all of the requirements for the how this is supposed to be integrated, and then we can transform it into other options.
Thank you.
Well done. I agree that there is a great progress for the Bravo team. Please already start going forward. And for the Alpha team, let's give you a round of applause. I think you can give a sample because we will need space for others.
Or you can put it on that table.
Better that the team has it.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, hello everybody, my name is Elena and I'm from TV. And so, the problem that I want to talk about is that we all live in a city. And I think most of us have saw that there's a few trash bins are for filling the trash. And even sometimes I think most of you have a situation like, for example, you are walking and you see a trash man is collecting trash, but the trash is empty. And you're like, I'm sorry, sir, a few blocks away there's a trash that is full. Why are you not picking that up? Well, the problem is because trash management companies, they rely on fixed schedules. They don't have real-time data, which costs 1/3 of a trip to be unnecessary. Well, our problem for this solution is a smart waste sensor. Smart waste sensor with management system. The smart waste sensor is placed in the trash and it collects the location and fill levels. As soon as the trash gets full, it sends an alert to our system, which is a website. In the website, trash management can see the location of the trash and they already can have the road planned for them. The place that we will start is Latvia, Riga, then we will move to Baltics and then to Europe. For one sensor, it is one container, and the sensor tracks its fill levels, and it can also be an alarm. It can also detect smoke, carbon dioxide, or integrate environment sensors. So how we make money? The sensor itself will cost $150 per unit. For one seller, that is also a membership for the platform, which is $8 a month. And we can also earn money with data analysts, corporate cleanups, or sponsored challenges. We interviewed few of people who are interested in this problem and also work in this hazard waste specialist, and we had positive outcome. A lot of users said that they would like to purchase this product or even kind of use it in day-to-day life. So our target customers are usually city waste departments and also management companies, and we will partnership with Riga's Duma and Laswa because they have the access to the Riga's waste management operations. And the main reason why we are different than our competitors is, okay, yeah, we sell a lower price, but our main thing is that we make life easier. Because our clients don't need to use anything, they just put the sensor, they log in the website, and that's all they do. So we make life easier for them. This is our team, and we are experienced in many different fields, which is education, client communication, and marketing strategies. And our plan is to invest in $50,000 in a year. In 3 years, we will sell more than $100,000, And the place that we will start is Riga, and we will combine it with Clean Air Company, which works in Riga the most in the city waste management. And for our funding, we decided to use the Scout the City's Action Grant funding because it provides the price that we need, which is $1,500 investment, and it also works with small product, with small companies. And that's all. From overfill to optimize roads, choose filters.
Any comments, questions?
Nice, clever coverage in the future. It sounds very nice. Did you already talk with the clean area? So you have some already some connections with them.
We talked with them, yeah.
And what did they say?
Well, they said that for them it's really hard to they said that the product will help them because for them it's really hard to find how many people went to pick the trash. It's kind of like you can say it's a hazard for them to clean the trash and to pick up the trash. So they say that the product will help them to cooperate more and communicate more with different clients and their workers itself.
Nice. So this was the idea that I wanted to link you with Cleaner, but you did it already. So perfect. So
I should have said if you have a contact
I have also contacts.
we can share contacts.
Yeah, we can check. Teamwork makes the dream
Well,
work.
business partner found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Wondering how you envision the process of people using the system more than the product itself.
Well, people that use they use more the website.
Mm-hmm.
The website will be the place that they use it more. They send their alert, they check the location and everything.
I have a question. How does the sensors connect with the trash, or how does it work? Like practically, can it fall off or not?
Can it burn
Can
down?
it fall in the trash accidentally?
Well, it might. Well, that's why we need to prototype it and test it. Well, there are plenty of options that can happen, but I think mostly the sensor it's kind of tracks the location and it has like smart sensors and rest. Yeah.
And did you check some other sensors that exist? Do they just connect somewhere outside?
Yeah, we checked. I know that in Switzerland, I think there also is a company that they pretty much have the same system that we have, but they didn't mention anything about the sensors or anything. They kind of are pretty private, and if you want to know, you need to contact them.
So there is a lot, I think, in terms of you have the platform, you have the physical sensor product, etc., etc. And what are the things that your team is focusing on? Is it more on the software side, hardware side, or is it both? Or you make the sensors yourself, you buy them, or?
Well, that is a really interesting question, I would say. Well, I think that we can maybe more focus on the website itself because as a designers, I think the website will be easier, but we can do both things.
Suppose Charlie team, you can come forward and thanks to the team. Bravo. Or you can just sit yourself. Self-service.
Okay, let's
I am Jette from Team C, and this is our idea for Boom Power Food. The general idea is to offer hungry tourists a quick snack that is also local cuisine in the touristy spots in Old Riga. The problem: it is not easy to get quality Latvian fast food, especially affected our tourists. They might get the wrong idea about Latvian food culture and what is available right now. Our solution: Riga Food is a mobile food scooter that drives around Old Riga offering dumplings and soup at a fixed price. It is authentic Latvian cuisine directly offered directly to tourists and passerby. It is warm, delicious, and available. Pricing strategy. We have concluded that the daytime price should be lower than the late night price, so people would be driven more to buy it in the daytime with a smaller price, but in the night, many of the Latvian spots close up, and some people might be coming home from the club or other activities in Old Riga, and they might be willing to pay more for a snack. Key revenue drivers is the area we are willing to work in, and it is also great that we don't have to rent a specific room for us to operate. General customer acquisition channels is, of course, meeting them in person. They might recommend us to their friends, and perhaps we could also run some social media, or they could give us a shout out on social media. A possible future solution could be franchisees. We could also offer complementary products for our to drive them to us, or complementary products for recommendations, for example, on Google Maps. Generally, competition could be put into 4 categories. Like casual street food style, like street fries kitchen or late night munchies. Then there is, of course, traditional local cuisine like Riga and Alpagreps, and there are casual sit-down restaurants, or Bao and Hachpuri, which is in Bujna. And for 1 week, every summer there is also, of course, the Riga Street Food Festival, but most of these spots don't work at night, which is a key point in our marketing. Total addressable market is generally all of tourist food spending in Latvia, which is 20% of it. Serviceable available market is generally people in Old Town Riga. Riga's tourist food spending is around 120 million. And serviceable obtainable market in year 1 are the working hours of 12 to 4 and 10 to 4. And people who are willing to pay that price. Here you can see our starting sales assumptions, and we are hoping that they grow in time. This is our team. Some of you already know us. Each of us has our strength. Like, we have our team leader, Krista. I am the talker. Your right hand, Agni, and the executors, Malda and Linda. Our 3-year projections work in a way that we're hoping to grow our net profit by driving more customers, as well as having got the things we need at the start of at the opening point in our business. But while we get a lot of money, we also burn a lot of money. And the money burning lowers also in the same way, that there are things we just don't have to buy in the 2nd or 3rd year, as well as we would have to do less marketing of our own, as people would already know us and recommend us to their friends. How are we getting our start capital of 20,000? We are looking into tourism product development program by Autumn and Olia. And we could get up to 95% of the money needed. Thank you.
Who from the jury wants to open the questions for?
Just in time.
Oh wow, well done. You used all the time that was allocated to you. Let's start the traffic. People ready to ask a question.
Not really a question again, because again you can see that the idea of the product evolved a lot from the beginning, where it was mostly targeted to students in terms of the university, very very limited environment, and from that getting to selecting a more various kind of foods. and actually even different kind of pricing compared to, you know, comparing day and night. Like, I mean, what can I say? It's
You did a good job.
You did a good job, yeah.
Honestly.
Looks like Patrick is gonna give you good marks. So let's go forward.
So the question about the Bruntor, the vehicle, which looks very, very nice, stylish. I know this idea that it's already starting to move. So how do you rent it or you buy it? So
At first, when we were working on the student idea, we would be renting it from Bruntor, but now we are thinking of buying it, and that is included in the money we need to start the business.
but then you and where do you load it? So in the night it runs, I don't know how many kilometers, I don't know, 50, 100 something, and then where do you charge it?
I'm guessing at the starting point probably where a lot of businesses grow from, our homes.
Okay.
And at some point we would probably grow our business into having a main office where we keep our Bruntors.
Mm-hmm.
Because electric charging is more and more available in many places.
Okay. And about the food, so you're picking up the food from any place. For example, there was the Lido and everywhere. You just pick them up and.
No. We are selling only dumplings and soup.
Only these things.
Yeah, so it's easier for us to manage.
Just focus.
And we are probably going to. Would be looking into specific businesses that offer, for example, dumplings are essentially all of them come frozen, as well as there are places where you can get soup ready-made, and we would probably choose a business we work with, and in time we would probably even negotiate better prices as we are loyal to them.
Can you also bring pizzas?
I mean, in time, if people want that, yeah. Third snack option, maybe pizza, but it wouldn't have to be with Latvian toppings like mushrooms and
We can put anything Latvian there, some mushrooms and things.
fried onions and whatnot.
Yeah, just a note for future when you present, don't say probably, say we will do that.
Yeah,
Or we are doing that.
Yeah.
Another thing, if someone asks why you do that or that, you say, hey, we did user testing or interviews and we found that highest profitability is for demand is for dumplings in all three.
You can always do everything.
Yeah,
but
because otherwise it looks like you just randomly selecting dumplings. You know, even if you did, it's better you.
Yeah, users go to how many places.
Actually, we did select dumplings specifically because we are all paying from the Pelmen XL place closing off in Old Riga.
You're taking their market.
Yes.
Do check why they closed though, because maybe.
I mean, from what I've heard from people, many times in my life, it's always like, I wish Pelmen was still open. So
Bring Pelmen back.
yeah.
And so you also have some storage place for the food, because as the same for the electricity, if something is run out, for example, many students are coming, they sell everything, you sell everything, then you need to load it again. There should be some location very close to the some yours.
Yeah, that question. Could I have a better answer? I guess like you can rent a
charging is not
garage
an
here
issue.
for 150 euros in the garage cooperative. You have place for 4 Bruntors. There is still place for storage. You can charge. Like we charge our Bruntors here in the garage. So like just every startup has a garage, 100 euros
Like
per
a
month.
Bruntors
Yeah.
has in,
It would make your offer much more real.
Yeah.
You say here's the garage. We are a startup. We starting out of there.
technically, if your Bruntor is your partner at the beginning, they have in Latvia.
That's also a good point.
Location, they have like
space,
several
yeah.
unused rooms. At first, you could rent
Yeah,
one
that's a
room,
very good point. Yeah.
and then when you grow out, you buy a fancy
And all the
office.
scooters are already there.
So
Yeah.
that would be like start.
And it's a good location.
And one more thing, for example, I'm imagining, let's say you said after night party or in the day, whatever, I'm going, so, and there are the shops around everywhere. I can also go and take these snacks everywhere. Okay, these pelmen, as you're told, this is special, you don't have it anywhere. But so where is my motivation to come to your, especially to your car, not to jump in some shop and to buy some snacks there? Okay, it's good, you can drive.
Imagine you're walking by this car and it
It's just
smells
there.
great. There's soup,
There's
like the
smell,
smell
like-
thing there. You can see they're selling the dumplings. The most Latvians love dumplings. Tourists love dumplings. Dumplings are pretty universal. Every country just has their own iteration of it. and you're walking by and it smells great, and you're thinking, yeah, there's a store 100 meters down the street, but this is already warm, this is here, I don't have to walk there. Yeah,
And there is some heating system inside, so
yes,
it gets
that
warm
is
all the time. Yeah.
also included in our start capital that we have to invest in. I'm pretty sure Bloomberg has already worked on a cooling system,
Yeah,
isn't that
sure.
right? And we would need to work on a heating system for the soup can and the dumpling can.
And what about in the rain time? You're going in the old Riga, and
Yes.
it's a little bit raining, so do you have some umbrella or something so for you to be
Yeah.
stable?
Actually, one week we had the task to work on specific parts of our project, and we were already working on the broom tour, and one of us developed an umbrella system for the broom tour. Yes, so that would be definitely something we would be looking into.
I think that I'm just finished. I think the idea is amazing. Any idea that goes together with Bruntor, it's, let's say, it's set for great success. And I really wish you to do that because the car looks nice, the philosophy of this car is perfect. So just sell whatever you want. Maybe in the future pizzas from us, and we'll be happy to cooperate. So, I will write down your business idea.
Very good. So, Anna?
Yeah, thank you. I think it's a great and funny traditional business idea. At the moment, I see it less as a startup idea because I don't really see how we can be scalable, especially with the Latvian traditional food. And I would like to say that you have to be more confident. Also, when the team slide comes, like just really say what are our team qualities. Don't be afraid. Like it's just pitching and sort of like fake it till you make it. And I think you really well opened up in the end, like now in the questions. Like when we asked the questions, because you got like so passionate about dumplings, and that's what I wanted to see while you were pitching, because in the pitch itself, I think you were like, okay, this is our small team, we're just like going around there, but you catch me when you say like, oh my god, everyone wants dumplings and blah blah. So yeah, I would love to see that energy at the beginning of the pitch, and I think
And
And the
also
confidence.
add that visual part,
What
like more
Matisse,
images that communicate.
what
Yeah,
Matisse
Huge
said.
dumpling.
like it didn't communicate
They would
because
get so hungry.
Enrico was asking me in the middle of the presentation, is that the room?
Yeah.
So it was not clear. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we generated a lot of interest. Yeah. So Team Echo is next. And after Echo. Delta, yeah.
What is this now?
That happens. The best of us. Record presentation program.
Hello everyone, we're Team D and today I am presenting SponStep, step tracking platform, which is created about one idea. Every step should create real value. Unfortunately, physical inactivity is one of the biggest public health challenges in Europe. While people know they should move more, the most fitness tracking apps fail to keep them engaged long term. They focus on data, not on motivation. At the same time, local businesses invest heavily in digital advertising, and charities struggle to find stable, recurring donation channels. Our solution transforms everyday movement into economic and social value. The app track users' steps and turn them into points. Later, users can exchange these points for discounts at local businesses or donate them to verified charities with full transparency. This creates a powerful value exchange. People improve their health, save money, and feel that they're contributing to social good. The product is designed, here in this video, the product is designed for mass adoption. Users can track their progress, compete with friends, join challenges. Local businesses receive a new performance-based customer acquisition channel, and charities receive receive recurring micro donations generated by user activity. The market opportunity for wellness lifestyle apps is huge, large, and growing. It exceeds 40 billion euros and continues to grow 15% annually. Global digital and our addressable market is more than 300 smartphone users around Europe, and our initial focus is on 18 to 45 aged people and cities with strong business ecosystems. And we're exploring also a physical keychain. It represents your progress in real life, and it is connected to the app and show your daily activity. It is similar like Labubu or Duolingo that creates a habit out beyond the screen. Our business model is diversified. Partner businesses pay 5 to 10% commission per redeem reward or subscription per location, and users can access premium features by paying only 4.99 euros per month. Also, companies can pay from 2 to 5 euros per employee per month for corporate wellness solutions. We are at early stage, but we have validated the demand by presenting our concept to our potential users. Feedback shows strong interest in local rewards, simplicity, and gamification, motivation through gamification. Our next milestones would be finishing the app, onboarding first partners, and acquiring first 1,000 active users. Right now, we want to launch a pilot project at Riga Technical University, targeting 14K of students and 1.5K of staff through one limited walking challenge. This controlled environment will allow us to have fast feedback, visible results, and strong engagement. Next, we're going to expand to other universities like RCU, LU, followed by organizations, municipal institutions, using partnerships and internal challenges. We are a team of 5. Here's our team. We are combining creativity, product vision, strategy, and we are open to deepen our app development skills and partnering with companies who want to grow with us. We operate in quite a competitive market with an apps like Sweatcoin, but unlike other global fitness platforms, we offer real-life rewards people can actually use. Our financials project is steady growth. In year 1, we aim for 1,000 active users and 32K in revenue. And our projected burn rate in the first year would be 25K per month. Right now, we are raising investment for 50,000 euros to launch in first cities, finish app development, and onboard first partners. Parallelly, we are also applying for European public funding and Latvian Investment Development Agency for supporting programs and funding. No. Our visible idea would be create a European scalable platform that is creating measurable value for people, for society, for businesses who are not just interested in tracking steps, who are interested in making value. Thank you.
Well, great time management. I see Journey wrote down a lot of notes, so Anna, do you understand?
Anna's a member of Movement Spontaneous. Will tell everything.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. I think you did a great job. I was just thinking, like, because I'm actually studying in Scottish University, so I'm a little bit closer to the sports and that stuff. And actually, the research says that you don't need to walk 10 or more thousand steps to promote your health, because many people nowadays, I think, especially the ones who have like any kind of lifestyle health apps or the smartwatches, etc., they are like so concentrated. I need to get in my 10K steps, etc. And in the end of the day, it sort of starts to promote the like a negative aspect of the mental health, because you're so over concentrated on that. Therefore, I was thinking like, why not we turn the challenge to something more like beneficial to the health, which would be, I don't know, high intensity interval training, or something that takes actually very less time, but has a huge impact on improving the health. I know that, like, for example, MyFitness or other the big sports clubs use monthly or challenges that they have to make teams, blah blah blah, and then they have to join particular classes, or also there is the gamification, this aspect. So that's just my thoughts, that maybe the steps shouldn't be, if the goal is to promote health, maybe there are more effective ways how people can actually gain health benefits, doing different activities, still having the gamification into this. But yeah, I think overall.
I just wanted to answer
Yeah.
this because our main problem physical inactivity, so we are more concentrated on people who really don't walk, and I think just 10K would be a nice start for people who actually don't do anything. But about what you said about exercises, last lesson we also developed another idea, and we also said that there will be, in future, there will be some exercises not only connected to walking. But it's our
I
development.
have a comment, maybe if you start with RTU, yeah, just walking is simple enough, but if you work with RSU, there would probably be
Yeah,
higher standards, and then it's maybe like 2.0 version of the app, so I think it's
Because
great
I
comment.
think people.
Like they walk because of like, yeah, these challenges, as you said, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, but it's like really good comment, and I think, but also your idea that it's just like simply just walking, because it's simple to remember, just walk, and then maybe like if this idea goes to the next level, I think, yeah, definitely there's like potential to like really focus on the health and mindful health, not just like walk, because you have to walk, then you're like doing like crazy stuff because of that challenge. Yeah, yeah, great. I think we can go through other comments. And I will definitely tell this to the well-being group in RTU. I think they might even like consider this as some kind of challenge that they can implement.
Okay, I have a question. Maybe I wasn't so focused in the beginning. I catch all the information about the app and all this tracking and all these things. I get it. The question is, how does the app counts the steps that you take? So how does it link together with this application? So is there something on your skin, or so? How does it work?
Or do you need to like turn
So
it
how
on,
does it
or
work?
does it just?
So it's the same as we have on Apple, we have Health app.
Yeah.
So it just reacts to your movement. And for now we are not developing any bracelets, but maybe in the future, like these bracelets, the ones that right now are popular.
I think
Instead-
Anna had this. Anna has
Okay, but what do you need to take your phone with you, or
Yeah,
just your phone, and
Just
the
your
application
phone.
tracks what you are doing?
and it
But-
tracks your steps. Yes.
Okay, but then the question is, in the market, there's the big companies at the moment, Garmin, Apple, and all these things. Why you?
But they don't. So the thing is, you walk, and the app counts your steps, right?
Yeah.
For these steps, you turn them into points, and we, with our partners, offer local rewards, like I don't know, 20% is caffeine, or 20% is Scotland, something connected to health, maybe something else. And this way, people can choose. They are using it as a discount to local businesses, or donate them to charities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a benefit.
Yeah,
Win-win.
that's our main idea.
Win-win-win.
I have a question. So this is one kind of product that tends to have the issue of the chicken and the egg problem, which is which one will come first? Like you need a user base in order to get the partners. You need partners to get the user base. How do you start getting the first critical mass of both? Let's say how do you start?
Yeah. For now, we already. There was one slide and there was
The monster is an
We already have RTU as our partner, and I think it's a great start, and we met him just here. Movement Spontaneous is already our partner, so I think
At the
actually
table,
getting partners.
at the table.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys, it's you!
Yeah.
And definitely RTU.
So I think partners is easier to get, and after we're going to promote with RTU, with the Instagram, we also show that we're going to have short
Patrick, for
videos.
example,
showing the business this way.
RTU already has a budget for well-being, so they would just give this money to this group of students, and they would make the solution. So because like many companies have already budgets, or like Printful, Printify,
allocated budget from some
I'm
companies.
not really worried about the money thing. It's possible to probably apply even for grants for
People
Yeah.
sign up for specific
what I'm
that.
worried about is the actual getting the number of people that makes it so that you created that feedback effect where more people will be starting to say, oh yeah, I'm using this and they're giving this.
The Labubu will be the commercial.
Like you probably heard. I think now they made something similar for the past 2 weeks where the people had to join this or whatever it was, and they got the discount.
Yeah, and in these cases, the only way how you can convince investor is, a list of test users and real positive feedback from, like, otherwise everything else you say, everyone's like, yeah, but maybe it wouldn't work, and
And I have one more question. For example, I'm the owner of the fresh food, let's say, business place. Oh, maybe very good pizza. But still, the question is, so you said that I need to give to your customer discount, let's say, because they worked something, or why should I do it?
So, for example, you have a business and it does not have a lot of customers.
No, but it has it. It works very nice. It works perfect.
But you want more customers, right?
Okay, but why with a discount?
But you gave them a discount, and this person for sure will go to this.
he can also give a discount to them.
But I can give a discount to her or to Matthias or whatever.
Allow you to expand, have more customers.
They will not die because they're actually.
Customers, they
It'll
don't
make it
walk
longer.
so much, they're not hungry. They want
But
to
I
eat.
see your point. I really see your point too. For me, it's also.
I think we had another semester we were made.
And I think the biggest danger for us, you say that we are partners, Anna and me as Movement Spontaneous, it also means that we know how hard it is, even with free events where we invest like a crazy amount of money. Because Movement, unfortunately, is like the farthest amount from profitable you could
It was
get.
like
But I'm supposed to.
RTU presentation, because RTU literally we are doing these things like the cycling.
I think that's the answer, the
People
corporate
actually
clients.
send
Corporate
pictures of
clients.
their cycling because that was like our
I
challenge.
think in the big corporations,
It's like a
For corporations,
That's true, but you have also asked some companies who probably could give these discounts, yeah? But what they think, and what did they say, let's say, in short? Is it nice, or what did I say about this idea? The question is, so did you went to these business partners that could in the future give these discounts?
Yes,
You
or
asked-
you was the one.
Which one?
They have support.
Okay. And what did I say? What did I say in a few words? Is it a nice idea that they will do it?
Yeah, they said it's very nice, and
Yeah.
for first year, the owner of the business promised that we will not pay him anything, but we will offer a discount.
Offers discounts to everyone.
He's in good mood. He's doing
He
that.
has a good mood, good heart.
And he liked the way he did it.
If your idea is great, I think there's a lot of
But
positive
yes.
comments will hope
I think you, and if you would want corporate client probably, for your fresh food, etc. So.
Yeah, people that come back.
Okay, thank you. What's your
We have people walking, and then walking. Jury is ready, and then we only need half a minute.
Just half minute.
Half minute to finish the thought. You will have extra comments when it's done.
I'm a very happy person.
That's you.
It's
I think that's you.
Oh wow.
Because I know it's
is
like
it flopping?
we knew you would be here, so
Even
we
decided that
Look, the hair is matching.
we just never had the beard, you know.
He can say it. Yeah.
Oh, I can still draw it.
I'm ready.
Okay.
So, hello dear investors. So today we're going to present our product, which is the Liquid Lounge. So, here's our table of contents. And so the problem is, many times when you travel, you probably go to the city, not to the entire country. You decide you want to go one place, and when you go to an urban area, you want to see the nature, you want to see what's out there, but you probably won't go an hour away if you are staying in the city. So, and also, for example, if you're an older person or a person with a disability, not always you can experience nature tourism in the same way as everybody else. So, our other problems are that nature, sustainability, and luxury rarely come in the same package. It's usually sustainable in the nature, or it's luxurious, or just two of them. And with accessibility added, it's not always there. So, our solution is a small floating platform with a luxurious design located in Kiipsala, which is in our, which is in Riga, but it's still a kind of a rural area where you can relax, have a nice time, and is very focused on wellness. But it also has a lot of accessibility features and sustainability features which set us apart. So, for our product, it has seating to the sleeping places, it has sauna, jacuzzi, supports, and our plan is to make it accessible by adding ramps for accessibility for people who maybe have mobility issues, adding some tactile markings for people who maybe are visually a little bit more impaired, and acoustic loops when it comes to an event planning in our space. So, for our market opportunity, the current trends are that a lot of people are more experience-based over material-based, so they would rather have a luxurious experience, go somewhere instead of buying more expensive thing. There is a growth in microtourism where people want to go tourist in their own country, in their own city, and there's a huge wellness and social relaxation trend. And our growth potential and our idea would be for 1 to 2 years, it's make high demand and word of mouth and work on marketing and making the first place actually successful, and then it's add more platforms, franchise, and long term it's to replicate it outside of Latvia, expand to other cities, and sell franchising license. So, market opportunity, you can see that there are 6,600 potential customers annually that come to Riga to tourism, and in general, 99,000 customers per year would be serviceable market. And for us, the total available obtainable market is 730 rentals per year. So, for our go-to-market, we would like to be board you with the other company, use it as a mother company, so we can use their equipment and use their already existing base. And we would like to do digital channels for our marketing and Google Maps, and of course Booking and Airbnb to make our place the must-visit status. So our business model, as I said previously, would be to use another company, so our brand, but be a different thing from board use, so we can use it still their stuff, but build our own brand. We would register it as a social enterprise, since we're focused on sustainability and accessibility and social inclusion. That would mean we could have a lot of governmental benefits, and we would apply for more grants, and we would be ready to sell it as franchises. Here you can see our financials, our total net revenue would be in total from 67,000 to 178,000. And for our attraction, there's a lot of tourism growth in Riga, there's rising other activities need, and as a lot of the things have been previously mentioned. For our competition, currently most of our competition is not water-based, they are mostly like hotels and other stuff, and the only water-based thing in Riga is Riga Sauna, which is only sauna, you cannot have many events. This is our team has a lot of experience in both customer service and management, so we would like to go into the rental spaces. For right now, we are eligible for a lot of grants, and our ask would be the initial 34,000 for our first build, and then we would like to test it, operate, and do the others.
Okay.
Thank you.
But if you want to open the jury panel.
The first one, you need some. from this
I was
sense.
just need to run after this. So yeah, thank you. I think it was well designed and.
You can make back a picture. Where is the beautiful picture? Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, I will also have comment, but then I see your comments.
Yeah. I think like first was well designed, maybe except like too much text. And did you try before to present in 5 minutes?
I tried, but I guess it's just a lot. So
Yeah, because I would try to reduce the text amount and not run over the slides, because you started the slide, I started to read, and then I was like, okay, move on. But maybe what wasn't really clear is who is the client, because you mentioned that
Tourists.
so the luxury, you mentioned the people with impaired mobility, impaired vision as well. But and then if it's the luxury client, do you think the board too is a luxury sector tour provider?
it's not. Oh, that's for us. There's a great thing. That's why we're talking about a daughter company instead of Boards U. So we would. I mentioned that we would want to build a separate reputation. The fact why we want to work with Boards U is because they already have equipment. They have management systems. Yeah, they're one of the largest. So that means that we can use their services. For example, if a person wants to book, I don't know, a sub tour to Riga, we can use their company and be like, hey, this is an additional service we can provide, but we want to be a separate thing from them because our customer is not their customer. Because for us, our goal obviously is the highest segment. It's not the average person, it's more of a luxurious person who is either a tourist who comes here. Also like Instagram people who want like this unique experience in Riga, but also we would like quietly to add like these little things as sustainability and mobility for them to not be the main focus, for them to be like additional add-ons. For example, if an older gentleman, for example, in his 80s comes to here, he has he has a lot of money, but he has impaired vision. He can have like textile markings where something is, or he can have ramps so he can go get up there. So it's not mainly for visually impaired people, or it's not mainly for access, but it's more about the add-ons and the same way as we would like to be sustainable, as by using the solar panels you can see on the roofs, not very clearly, but and using like natural materials and second workings and stuff, but for that not to be the main point.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm working in the building business, so I'm quite happy to see that kind of houses. These houses are very popular at the moment. They are, let's say, huge popular. The Santa Claus sits in the houses, it's in the thesis in the middle, so it's everywhere. So it looks good, very nice. Some questions about the winter time. Do you take it off in the winter time? Probably.
Our goal would, well, to be fair, this is maybe not the best render. I think it still needs some work to improve.
But it's good.
It's good, yeah, but I think for us the goal would be to work year round, so we can use our profit margins, and since I think Dalgova does like freezes over, but not
sometimes freeze.
Sometimes, but not always. We can still, if the house is somehow insulated, it has heating and stuff, it can be worked year round, since the additional benefits as the jacuzzi and the sauna can, like, does people to use it year round. So.
Yeah, but if the winter one day comes, one winter time it will be minus 25 as it was, then you have to take it somehow very fast away, because then it freezes and yeah. Okay, is it movable? So does it move around?
For us, we wanted to have stationary, because otherwise, with the currents and other stuff, we cannot ensure the fact that if it's movable, it will not float away or something. So we want to secure it to the riverbed. So our goal would be for it to be stationary. And
do you have a place for the first prototype?
For the first prototype, as we first said, we would like to use Keepsala, as if you look around, there's not much currently going on in the waterfront.
But we would like to also afterwards expand to like maybe more quiet places, more.
Okay, I will have you one option to offer.
Yeah.
Do you need some permission when you make it on the water? For example, that kind of effect, if you set up, do you need some, I mean the documentation, do you need some special, what about the documentation regulations?
I believe so. You need like not
Float.
permits, but like
Floating permit,
I
something?
think something like maybe permits from the government. But as there is currently going on a huge project for investments in the waterfront, exactly like for example in the Riga waterfront, which is like also if you look at it's one of our here you can see like one of our potential grants we're eligible for, which is like the river race, which is for the entire waterfront. I think that the like Latvian government is very interesting in developing more, so they would be more better accomplished.
Okay, yeah, and what's the price for it? And what is the material you're making the pontons? So what is is it concrete or is it from what kind of material? I mean the whole platform.
That would be the question for the water engineer or the person who is building that. I think for now it would be like.
Okay, and what? So and then the price, you don't know what would be the price at the moment. So for that kind of thing,
Our prices.
could be the plan.
We did an estimate. We looked around other prices, what other floating devices cost. Like for example, we looked at how much. If you know the wake park,
Yeah.
like bounce structures.
Yeah.
We looked how much they cost. We looked how much other like some sort of floating structures cost.
And what is the price? What you see at the moment? No, at the moment where you're starting this equipment. So how much?
Our estimated build cost is 420,000.
Which one? The 420?
Yeah.
420, yeah.
1,000.
Okay, so it's
It's a luxury project for Riga Water.
it's a luxury
Makes sense.
project. Okay, and then the last question, you said about social business. You would like to have the form social business. So why do you social business form to attract more money or something there?
Yes, for us, why exactly we want to make it as a social enterprise is the fact that in Riga, in Latvia, for social enterprises, there are great benefits. For example, there's tax cuts for some, and it's not like an NPO or NGO where you cannot make profit or it cannot be luxury. It can. It just has to have a social benefit behind it, either in sustainability or in accessibility or in protective groups, using them as workforce. So it's not that limiting, and with that we can access more grants, we can access more benefits from the government, or we can access more also social standings. So with if you get like for example the sustainability like certification or something like that, it's also a way to attract people.
Okay, maybe in the beginning, maybe yes, but I see it as a business. If you make, as you told, if you make it as one platform and it works everything, it's a real business platform. So I think in the future it could be just a regular business company which makes profit, and then you can do whatever you want. Because the biggest difference is the profit you make for the social, you need to reinvest. You need to put it back. You can't take it out. You can't make any deals.
Are you sure you're not?
I'm quite sure. Because
He makes buildings, yeah.
Yeah,
But you
and I also focused about this because the tourism way around Latvia, and we're making these houses. That's the right idea where to make this social, because it's real for the social. It's not for the business. It's completely not for business. But this is a business perspective, so it can be in the future. But yeah, in the beginning, I agree that you can attract more money and. Yeah, so the whole concept is very nice, and I would like afterwards just to tell you about one place where it could be probably set up. The only thing is the cost for this thing, so maybe if we can get down somehow, or maybe make it step by step grow, then it could be a thing too, because 500,000 for demo platform. It's nice, but
It's in the future.
Yeah.
But I think for us it's more of like we would have to get like an invoice from an actual construction company and see how much it would cost to build things. For now it's just an estimate cost. So it's not
Beautiful idea.
and thanks for the presentation. I think the only mistake we did is not inviting Enrico earlier because he's like perfect.
Then he wouldn't qualify for
Yeah, now he's like independent jury
Next
member.
year you can do it.
Next year. Okay, thank
so
you
thank you
very
very
much.
much. Thank you.
Next year there will be one. No, don't go away, no, not yet.
My comment was buying a Riga, because I imagine
It's
there's
a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, Riga.
You have rented Stone and Riga for
Yeah, true.
you were so
But like in terms of how it, I don't know, for how it is, I would imagine it much more in more in a remote place. But you already answered this
But
also.
I think the expensive place there, what they call like this, like new Dubai, they're building a Dubai here, so it kind of makes sense in that sense. Now
I
it's
think
not
that would be this would be a great place outside of Riga to expand further. But like if you're talking about traction and tourism and people who actually want to
They're
rent
so
unique experiences in Latvia, it's only in Riga. You cannot do it. You cannot do it anywhere
You
else.
can reach Matthew's PhD, that's what he said.
No, I agree, like,
yeah, you're on the
good
right path
points from my
because it's a
side.
good point. They come from airport, they go to the hotel, they're like, oh, there's a sauna.
Yes, the experience is very good, and the second one is about being in urban nature tourism is good. Having nature experiences in the city is
That's where the
sustainable.
money is.
The point where you really need to have a structural engineer probably or consultant, someone who builds is like this part here. Basically, currently, if you split it in half, like this is very heavy. Of course, very heavy. Yeah, it would
Okay,
kill
but
the
it's
basic.
not an architecture.
But that's good when you build this model.
Yeah.
Here you allocate it differently, and
But
this
it- but
actually
it's,
works. You know, so you don't need a structural engineer. You put the things on the model.
But can I speak off the record?
Yeah.
Of the ChatGPT right
We
now.
know,
we know.
because the round thing is on the water.
And that's why it's, you know, the best you could get out of it, it's not perfect.
Right,
No, the fact that we
Yeah, a lot. You can give environment, you can give the elements and institution.
Okay, for the future, yeah,
Right,
expensive.
I don't really agree to your idea that it will be, as you told, it will be more like this because of the weight. But
it's a
this,
stable structure.
yeah,
So
but this weight for the glass and this maybe metal concession is nothing.
No,
So
the idea is that here is almost nothing, and there is
This
still
way, the
is
suggestion was to
Especially-
try out different
I think the water with the jacuzzi will be much heavier than the whole
Oh, yeah.
So to balance.
So our
Okay,
next
yeah,
step is to get a structural and we have a team that is tactile viral sock number N. Let's see, just understand. I think I found it. You can try out. Ready?
So braille socks. There are around 285 million visually impaired people in the world, and a lot of them have difficulty finding which sock is for which foot, and also which color is the correct one, and what size are they. Because an average person in a year buy around 20 pair of socks. So why shouldn't visually impaired people also have this availability to easily buy these socks? So our solution would be to make socks that have braille dots on them, which show the size, for which foot are they meant, and also which color are they. Also, we have a tab on the top of the sock, which could help people that have like movement disabilities, or maybe elderly people, and maybe children, how to make like help put on socks more easily. So market opportunity in the world, there are around 285 million visually impaired people. But if you look at like the people that would buy the subscription, there would be around 6.5 million people. So for serviceable available market, which is more like based in Europe, which we focus on, there will be around 50,000 people that would subscribe to our Braille socks. And it would be around 50 million euros a year. And for the obtainable market, which is like the start goal, it would be around 42 subscribers per month, which also would make a big profit for us. So our product, as I said, there would be Braille dots on the socks, and yeah, it would be more easy to use for visually impaired people and people for movement disabilities. So business models, we have two of them. One is for buying one pair of socks, and the retail price would be around 15 euros. And for the subscription, which is like a monthly box of 2 pairs of socks, it would be around 25 euros. So it's more available for buyers. So traction, we have like 3 goals. The first one would be around 25 paying subscribers. Then the second goal would be around 100 subscribers. And the third goal would be to go beyond Latvia and go to like Europe market and also worldwide. So go to markets. We would have an accessible online platform. We would also have like this AI voice assistant button, which would help people that can't really see that good on websites, and it would like through audio help buyers like get the socks. We would also have audio ads like through Spotify or other websites that would build like a bigger platform for buyers. And also we could partner up with foundations and rehabilitation centers like Stasmovich's Video School, which is like for blind people, or Meredzīgo Sabiedrība and other kinds of foundations. And competition, so our socks are a bit more expensive, but we also have more features. For example, John's Crazy socks only have inspired in Braille on their socks, so they don't have like the color or size or for which foot they are meant. And I Hate Monday, which is like a South Korean brand, they only have limited edition socks, so they aren't like a permanent product. And yeah, of course, we also have the tab that helps like movement disabilities. So this is our team. Of course, we are more focused on the design, but we also think of the practical use. And the financials. So this is our project for the 3 years. At first we will have 50 subscribers, then we think we will have like 200 subscribers and 500. And even if we don't reach the 50 subscribers in the first year, we still will have a 0 burn rate, because we think we will get a profit anyway. And asking use of funds, of course, we would like to have some entrepreneurships or some grants. And our goal is to secure a 10,000 euro grant or support. Yep, and that is all.
Thank you. So is there some other products, something similar in the market right now?
Yeah, as I said, so the John's Crazy socks, I believe that these socks, I Hate Monday, isn't available anymore, but John's Crazy socks is like a permanent product. And of course, there are also like these tags that you can like sew in by yourself, like for the color or something. But it isn't as like practical as buying already like made these socks with the tags.
So the biggest difference is this note and this easy putting up thing, yeah. This one.
Yeah, it's the most practical.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting. And you already showed this Latvijas nedzīvo biedrība, and so you asked them already. So what did they say about this concept, about this idea?
Well, I didn't directly ask them, but my mother like works at the Strasmuižas video school, so she has like some experience, and she thinks that this could totally work because they could like independently put on socks because they have like people that help them put on clothes.
Yeah, maybe ask them because it's a good idea just to go straight to them. And I also wanted to get to ask why is the idea, but you already answered. So your mother works in this area, so you're very close to this idea. I think it's a perfect idea, nice solutions, and everything you do for helping that kind of people, it's amazing. So great, good luck.
Thank you.
I was thinking about the business model, the choice of doing of doing a subscription. Are there some specific reasons for the subscription?
Yeah, I mentioned that the regular person like gets 20 pair of socks. So of course with time socks like wear out and like lose quality. So I think it would be like an easier way to get a fresh pair of socks.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I see how somebody with some impairments would prefer to just not have to deal with even getting to the point of understanding where to click. Yeah, because that only in itself may be a problem. Like, yeah, complex. Okay. Makes sense.
My second comment is that I think visibility could be more enforced a little bit, like you show how you walk yourself. There's a lot of research that when you actuate the points on your feet, your brain is stimulated. And I think that could be interesting, like you have like socks for creativity, socks for maybe like calmness, socks for maybe being more energized or active, and which parts of feet you actuate with these dots, those kind of, and then you could sell it there maybe even for 50 or 60 or 80 euros, and it's like pretty cool. But otherwise I think it's a great start.
Yeah, it's a very nice idea. So in this case, these socks would be not for, especially for that kind of people, but for everyone. It's acupuncture socks or something. Like a Crocs do it, you know. If you buy Crocs, there are the points, and that's for a reason.
I also know that like on ears they put like acupuncture and some kind of
like you can grow further.
Like you have the team who had tactile plates, but you can have like
at some point you
and if you go really far, the dots actually are electrically actuatable, and you can know navigation and stuff like that.
I have an idea. We can build this floating liquid lounge. There will be this sensor that checks the garbage. There will be the socks, and there will be the tiles, and then a router will come with the food. So it's like
it's a
ecosystem, tiny village basically.
Okay, thanks.
Attractive sensory playground. They're already sleeping here. They're so relaxed, and it's very good idea. Is the Alan ready to come? Alan from the team. You can check. And we can put this around, or you will be having second, I will start my timer. All the same.
Okay, hello, my name is Nina, and today I will present you our company product, which is interactive playgrounds. So, look at the first slide. What you see, and that is how most of Latvian districts looks like. clearly we can see the lack of space for children, activities and opportunities for health, mental and sensory development. So, and another big problem is that many children today don't get enough activities, and this leads to sensory overload, poor coordination, and problems with concentration. So, what is the solution for this problem? And we want to offer the solution. We want to make cities' infrastructures more affordable, and solve the problem with sensory motor skills, mental and health development problems among children. And pediatrics claims that does work and is approved by science. So, our marketable opportunity, we want to focus on serviceable, available market. So, and get funds from European Union. So, our team is young designers who know how to make the ideas real. I want to tell you more about our product because it's not only fun and attractive, but also it is sustainable, which nowadays is very important because we make our coverings from recycled tires. And so, because of that, we can reduce the number of waste. Also, what is good in our product and make it inclusive, it's sensory. Okay. More about our business model. We are focusing as I mentioned, serviceable, available market, municipal and government-funded parks and playgrounds. So, and our first project we want to make in Latvia. So, and as a big example of these projects, like the park in Uzvaras park. So, and with that, we think it is in demand. Yeah, and also we can provide these playgrounds for educational institutions, yeah, for urban planning. So we also analyze our competitors, and our product is inclusive because we can make it cheaper and more affordable, and it has combination of plane therapy. So, as a first step, we want to make a prototype. The first level prototype already is made, and yeah, then we want to get funds, and we plan to make the more detailed research because our product is good for society. We want to collaborate with European Union Social Fund program and also Autumn on Interact. Thanks for your attention.
Yeah, looks very colorful, tasty, nice for children. It's perfect. Idea is clear. The idea that I didn't get, what is the material made of the tires? So what is the material that consists? What is made from?
Yes, it's recycled tires. So there is a way how we can recycle it, and this technology is already used in playgrounds covering.
Okay, but then as you told, there are probably not many, but okay, many playgrounds with that kind of materials. You are better. Why? Or why should I take? Let's say I have a kindergarten or something, and I want to buy it. So why should I take it from you? Because there is in the shop, there is in the market, there is full of these. Let's say, yeah, let's say there are many. So what is your special thing why I should take you?
We think that our part is easier to install, and it is more affordable. So, and it is also the part of the problem that this type of infrastructure for urban development is not really available because it requires a lot of money. So, and yeah, one of the problems we want to solve is the cost, and other also that we support sustainability and zero waste. So, and we want to make our product as much sustainable as possible.
I have like a comment question. So like there are like these playgrounds from tires, but I guess there isn't like sensory. Or did you find these playgrounds that are sensory? You said they're expensive, or what was the problem with that? Why existing sensory playgrounds maybe are not popular? Like these with these dots and so on. Did you find any examples similar to your idea?
There is some example. It's more like for bouldering, like climbing, and we are trying to adapt it for kids. So they have the sensory experience because they touch the surface. And in the same time, it's more safe than bouldering, for example.
I have one more question. So, okay, I know the tire, and you know that in the tire there are many materials, also metals and things. So, how is the technique you get out the material you need? What is the machine, or what is the thing you create from the tire, the material and painted material you need? How much does it cost, or how do you? I will give you a tire, and then where you go with the tire?
Do you ship it somewhere?
Yeah. So how is the system then?
We don't make this deep research.
Okay, because this is I would say this is the main thing, because you know there are full market of that kind of shiny things. I have children. I know I've been in everywhere, and so any place. I know this. I've jumped on these myself. So if you say that you are okay, something special, it's good. From the tires, sounds good. But I just know that the technique where you make this product out, because from the tires you can also make a fuel again. You can refuel it, and the most expensive thing and the processing, how you make it. And so this is, I would say, the most focus, because if you I don't know, get a solution for it. I have many places, homes. I have let's say these camping places where I could tell you I have two, 3 places where build them. Just make an example there at the sea, very nice place where Mati's brought us together. So I would say just more focus on how to make it. The future will see, the product will see, the end product will see, but just if you come out with some idea how to make it, I think that's then you can see, then you can tell we are special because of that.
Maybe you mentioned some European projects, so maybe like this material part could be done in this like European project where you research and develop this like method how to resell from the tires. And of course this end product is very beautiful, there's no doubt. And then maybe this process is the hardest part, but it would probably take years, just like, so you know, it's not like in one day you can figure out where you recycle the tires. Probably it's like some
longer research project.
I was trying to understand what's your specialization in this case. Like, I'm mostly doing the design because I seem to understand that now you, with all the questions, that you wouldn't make yourself the material. You would just are you like on design and building this kind of playgrounds? Like, are you focused? I don't know, on the maybe regulatory aspect and funding aspect for this kind of projects? Because I see how this like for the whole presentation I was thinking, okay, this sounds more like something that just it's a project that has a beginning and an end, not really a company. So yeah, what's your what would be the specialization of your team basically in this? Like the core of what you do.
So we also are thinking about whole manufacturing, like make products. Currently we're more focused on the design and the connection, and especially with municipalities.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, we are on developing stage to get more information about how this recycling process can be done in Latvia.
So your focus.
They're like designers, project managers. I understood, and I think they would like combine municipalities, EU projects, and they find partners.
That's the
like
expertise.
Of course, like
So the expertise is down to putting the things together and making sure that the project gets to the end.
And if there's a need also, if there is a need, if you can research the need, and you can research the sensory, maybe read some research articles where it says, yeah, it's good to have these sensory skills and so on.
I'm just listening to and listening what you're telling. I think your how to say best benefit is to design. This is what you learn. So I would suggest you to take some let's say outside Latvian companies who are already making this material, and your let's say way would be to design that kind of ways and just buy the material from them. You don't need to produce them. It sounds easy, but it's not easy peasy. It's such a huge investment. But if you more focus on the hills or let's say these things that you can think about from design view, I think that would be your main focus, because don't focus on how to make a tire or how to remake it, because it sounds easy, but it's
years and years.
It's quite impossible, because there are huge factories with the millions of investments. So, but if you think about just some ideas, then I really would suggest you to give some 2 or 3 examples. I would give you 2 or 3 places in Latvia where we can put them, and then we can start to make let's say small prototype, and then maybe one day something big, because this is the children places. It's our future, so I think it should be done. And if you come with some fresh ideas, it sounds very good.
I would say that and the focus on the funding aspect from funds, grants, and things like that, because these projects definitely have.
It's afterwards, because they need to make some 2 or 3, 5 examples, just to say, okay, this is we haven't seen anything just from
I
design.
think the one idea was to start in like Uzvaras Park pilot in there, and of course, and then see
you can start on the table. If you can start with this, so it can start
next time.
So there is a huge potential, but don't focus on the material. Just a suggestion: focus on the final thing. How it will look.
I think overall general comments, you will ask jury to give like a very short sum of recommendation for all of the teams. I hope I don't spoil the others' comments with my personal comment. Seeing you all over the year, I would say the first thing is that I'm really happy to see that your use of terminology has improved from the first presentations. What I would love more probably is, like in this case, you actually have a good visual way, like it actually shows what the product does. So this is a good example of the slide but a lot of teams are still very, very text intensive. And in Miro, I put this two words, Pecha Kucha. Definitely check that. Maybe in future can help you. Like people really hate reading, like they absolutely hate reading. You should tell your stories visually, because as Anna said, like if the jury or person starts reading, they don't hear you anymore. So you have to be very careful how you structure that. If you give them a beautiful picture, they start making the narrative in their own mind, and you serve as a person who guides them through that narrative, which is a much more enjoyable experience. Yeah? So if you are selling experiences, also make your presentation as an experience. Very big pluses to the team who did the practical thing, something you can touch, but also the team who built the little scale model of floating thing. Maybe it's not usable, but it still gives a good impression.
It's usable. You
can put it in water, even probably. I would say you wouldn't step on it. That's not probably good. Nice stepping, yeah. So overall, whenever you can do something physical, especially if your products are physical. If your products are digital, then have real people using them, and that is the product. Not the product itself, but the people's reaction to the
You
product.
can film how people use your prototype, like they scroll through and
There is a reason why, for example, game streaming and all that became so popular as a vehicle for sales, because people just, instead of seeing the game footage, they prefer seeing someone else playing the game, and reacting to that, or watching a movie, or etc., etc., etc. And Meta and all these multi-billion euro and dollar companies, they monetize that, but you can take their approach and use it to sell your products. That's a short comment from me, but overall I'm really happy with the progress. Remember to submit the brochures and don't leave before Shirley gives you the full comments. And afterwards, those who want can stay, who wanted to do the book analysis in a little bit deeper to have the homework. So Patrick, do you have some, words of encouragement or general comments about the full batch of products we saw today?
I've seen in general with most of the products here like an evolution compared to the previous sessions that we had, and that like kudos for that. Some products actually evolved a lot, I have to say, up to the point where I would almost say where they don't even look like what you have now, which is exactly what should happen. Like I tend to mention this example, which is does anybody of you know what was the original business of LG? The ones that now make screens and.
Fridges or some fish?
LG right now they make they would make fridges, they make TVs, they make screens and stuff like that. But do you know what was their original business? Nobody knows? Cosmetics.
Oh wow!
Cosmetics.
Yeah, they make toothpaste and cream.
How did they change that? How did they pivot?
Not I don't really remember.
Something like
so this really shows that in the process of figuring out what you want to do and how you're doing it, sometimes you will just end up in a completely different space. And don't be scared of changing really the objective, because if it has to change, it's probably for the better, right? So. I was very happy to see this happening. What else can I say? Yeah.
Nico.
This was the first time I saw your ideas, so thanks. I think most of them, most of them are quite ready already to start to make a prototype and really put it in the market. I think it's very nice. Just have the energy to do it, because I think it's not just some ideas. All of them are reasonable and made for make life for people better. So that's the best point. And also about your presentation skills, quite amazing. You are second course, yeah?
Yeah, second year.
Third.
Year.
Second, third, yeah.
Bachelor.
Third, yeah. So great. I'm quite impressed about the way you express and your language and complicity of the words you are telling and saying. So it's amazing, yeah. it's nice. So quite happy to be here today, and hopefully not the last time. So
No, yeah, absolutely.
yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck in your ideas.
Let's give a round of applause for the business. We can take a group photo, yeah, in front of the TV or in front of the red. Let's
I
make
think
it
we
red
can
circle.
drop it